What is up, YouTube? Absolutely Cichlids here. I thought I'd do a short little video today. I come down this morning to get ready and feed everybody, and I've been noticing a little bit of action in this tank. My pulchers, my Neolamprologus pulchers, and so I thought maybe I'd start seeing some spawning soon. Well, at least they were acting like they wanted to spawn. I didn't know. The female, she's still pretty small. She might be 2 inches. But I wasn't too sure how she'd do, honestly. But come down here today, and I don't know if you can see in there. Yeah, you can see a couple. But he's guarding it pretty heavily. But not only did I get eggs, but they have hatched. So now I have a bunch of little wigglers in there trying to get out and stuff. So both male and female are taking their turns guarding the cave or the pot, what have you, and picking them up as they find their way to the top and spitting them back down into the bottom. I'm not exactly sure because I never did see eggs fall. At first, when they started, when I started seeing spawning activity, I really thought they were going to lay them in here, in this cave back here. You can see that's where the female, she spends a lot of her time under there hiding when she's not in the cave. But I don't know if it's where, it's just a young couple or a young pair. This is the first time I've dealt with these fish. But the female isn't really as interested as the male is. Like I said, I haven't done too much research on these fish anyway. But it's a little different for me, where I usually keep Africans, specifically Malawi's, the mouth brooders and stuff. And for most fish, for that matter, you usually see the female doing a lot more guarding of the eggs and the fry and stuff like that. But in this case, the male's been sticking around a lot more than the female. Yes, he's guarding the opening. The female kind of goes down there and she makes sure that everything's okay and stuff like that. But you see, she kind of goes and checks everything out and then comes back out and lets the male guard the pot. So that was pretty exciting. Just thought I'd bring you guys a quick little video on that. And like I said, I didn't even know there was eggs down. I try not to mess with my tanks too much. Once I set a scape out and the fish start getting used to it, I don't really like to mess with it. Just for this reason here. It's because with fish like these cave spawners and smaller stuff like this, you never know where eggs are going to be dropped, and I'm always afraid that if I go messing with something, there'll be eggs in there and then they'll completely abandon everything. So this is why I wasn't sure there was eggs. I knew there was maybe possibly some spawning activity going on, but like I said, I thought she was a little too small to be spawning yet. As you can see, the male's quite a bit bigger than she is. I'd say he's 2.5, maybe pushing 3 inches, 2 3/4 inches, somewhere around there. So yeah, he's ready. I'm sure he's ready, most definitely. But the female, I really had my doubts about her being as small as she is. But it seems like everything's doing really good. I'll give y'all another quick look without irritating the male too bad. But I don't know if you can really tell, but you can see some of the little wigglers down there with their yolk sacs still on them. So I'm assuming these eggs have been here for at least 2 or 3 days, I would say, because the yolk sacs are getting smaller. Everybody, all the fry in there, are starting to learn how to move. You see they're wiggling a lot. So I'd say eggs have been down for a couple days. I just haven't really noticed it. But then again, it's hard to see in some of these little pots and crevices in here. But I'll try and leave these guys alone. I do want to let everybody know though, For those of you who have been keeping up with my channel, I just recently got some Southern Delight fish food samples in, and I've done a whole series of videos for a week of me feeding these fish that food, and everything went completely awesome. Most all my fish picked up on the food within the first couple days, except for these guys, these red devils right here. They've been a little hard-headed about this food. But then again, even before I started feeding the Southern Delight, I never saw these fish eat any type of food. But I noticed yesterday, my female trimac right there, and you can see her eating right now. I've been throwing some veggie krill in there, and she's been picking up the pellets pretty good. So she's actually eating. I've seen her eat Southern Delight now, so super excited about that. Still, the male. Sorry about that, that's my washer. But the male, I've seen him pick at a couple pieces. He's not really eating it as well as the female, but it took her a little while to come around, so I don't expect it being much longer before he's actually picking it up and taking to it real well. So that's pretty exciting news for the Southern Delight fish food, even though I've kind of finished my series. But if you've been keeping up, now you've seen pretty much everybody eat this food, so that's really cool. We'll go back over here and take one quick look at these guys again. We'll kind of do it a little further away from the tank so they don't get too irritated with me. But yeah, everybody's doing awesome. Really excited about that spawn. It's my first spawn from these guys. The red devils, they're eating Southern Delight now. So everybody in the fish room is on Southern Delight. I guess that makes it about a week and a half. So it took me a week and a half to get everybody onto the food. Like I said, most all my fish were eating it the first couple days. It just took the red devils a little longer for me to actually see them eat the food. But they're eating it, so everybody's eating it now. Really cool. Spawn from the pulchers. Just a great day in the fish room, guys. We'll get a quick look at the trimacs if you can see them. Female. Yeah, she's chilling under the rock. The male's back there in that pot. There he is. Just chilling out back there with his female. But yeah, that's all I have for you today, guys. If you like the video, go down there and hit that like button, thumbs up. Don't forget to leave me some comments, subscribe if you want to see more videos. I will be having a fish room update coming real soon. I'll go through a brief run of all my tanks, all my fish, what's going on in the fish room now, that sort of stuff. And if you haven't already watched them, go check out my series of Southern Delight videos from day 1 to day 6, and then after that I had a water change of how this food done for my fish room. So if you haven't seen it yet, go back and check out those videos. I was pretty stoked about them myself because I made the videos as I fed. So there was no pre-recording, I didn't start feeding before I started making the videos. Everything was real time. I made the videos as I fed. So you see my results as I saw my results. So that was pretty fun. But yeah, again guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Thanks, that's all I got.